Hey everybody, quantlabs.net. Today I'm going to show you a program that I've shown before, written in C++. It can be interfaced pretty well with any language, but what I'm planning to do is to do both these type of plots in my upcoming system to report on both histograms for statistical purposes, as well as price action activity as well, in two systems in one, what it's becoming for both Forex, equity glorified, for, for glorified pair trading. So that's the original code from uh, my AK-47 back a year ago. So this is going to be part of my version 2. So let me show you what I'm looking at. So as I've introduced this before, Gnuplot, Gnuplot, which is an open source program. Now, essentially, the big kind of charting I'm looking at is normal distribution for statistical purposes. So this is code right here to generate this histogram, okay, from this site at Swansea AC UK. Here's the source code, or there is the file that is used in this source code that will load this histogram. So you can download it at this site, right here, and here's the code. I'll show you in a minute. And this is the histogram. So let me go into my terminal. Now, as you can tell, I'm probably using OS 10, but let me show you how to install Gnuplot. If you are on Mac, you can just do brew install Gnuplot. If you are in Ubuntu, install, that's for the Linux, just go apt get install and then Gnuplot. It's that easy, folks. Now, if you're using a Red Hat or CentOS, you just do yum install. Now, for Windows users, believe me, man, it's a pain in the ass. I'm just sticking with Linux technologies here, and it's open source, and this works great in C++. So let me show you in my Sublime editor here. So this is the code that generates the histogram I just showed you earlier, and this is the site. Okay, so let me load up my Gnuplot. Here's my Gnuplot. So all I have to do is generate. Let me show you something else here. If you look at the files, sure there's an easier way to clear lines. Oh, I'm still in my Gnuplot. So if I do, so you'll see here, I'm looking at this file's called histogram and line txt, or sorry, Gaussian. So if I sublime the Gaussian text file, this is all the data I showed earlier in that link. And here's the source code for Gnuplot for the histogram. So let me go back into my Gnuplot, copy this, and then just run it. Copy, paste. Let's copy here. Done this before. So here's the histogram, as it's shown before, just different colors, whatever, right? So we know that works. Okay, let's move on to our next plot here. Now, I've shown this before. This is under the Gnuplot SourceForge, where you get Gnuplot, the demo for financial. I've shown this before in other videos, but you can see the kind of plots that you can do for financial. And remember, this is open source for free, just as good as what you can find in R. So you can do volume, Bollinger Band, and some other plots as well, all at the same time. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let's just do this simple one right here. So we're just going to do this simple one, but here's the code. Okay, What you'll also notice is that there is using a data file, which is basically a text file. You can get that here under this GitHub repository. So I've done all that. If I go into my terminal, as I showed before, here you have the finance data file, and then you have the line text file, which generates all the commands in Gnuplot. So let me just sublime edit the finance. So that's all the data for the finance, for the line plot. So let me just show you the code for the line plot. And that's the set of commands found in the line plot. Okay, so let me just run it. Yeah, let me just load back something. Okay, so new plot. Okay, let me just copy this code. Doesn't like these number signs or hashes, which are comments. Let me just plot that. There you go. There's a plot for the simple plot line. Download here. So there you go. So this is what you can expect in upcoming charts that I'll be generating with this system. And I'll be overlying the combination of them as well, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I just want to show that to people, and it's all done open source with simple commands within Gnuplot, as well as can be embedded in C++ to generate these files. Have a good day.